Hey guys, welcome back. I know I said that my next video is probably going to be strawberry planting, but it's going to be the next one. We got a lot of things going on here. Our field guys are fixing to go home for the winter, so we've got a whole lot of work that needs to get accomplished before they leave. So we are really pushing, trying to get some things done. We've got a greenhouse that needs to be covered. We've got the blackberries that we planted. That was kind of during the time when I wasn't really interested in making videos, but you'll get to see them, how they're doing and everything, how they look. And we're going to build a trellis system for them, and we've got to get the rest of our pumpkins and hard squash out of the field so we can get that plastic up. This is all got to happen in the next few days. Alright, so we got to run some bends to the field. This fine piece of machinery we got here, so that the guys can get the rest of the pumpkins and hard squash up. You can see we had a pretty decent crop of pumpkins this year. Alright, if you're a blackberry grower or a caneberry grower, don't make fun of me. I know our plants are neglected. We planted them in April, and we've mowed them like twice in between the rows. They've been watered when everything else over here got watered, and that's all the attention they've gotten. And I know that's probably not good, but it is what it is. We just didn't really have time to mess with them, and we weren't making any money off of them, so we put them in the ground, and here they are. So now we're trying to get them trellised. We've got 75% Ouachita, and we've got 25%, I believe they're Navajo. They're a fall blackberry. Our rows are 300 foot long, and the first order of business to build this trellis is we need to mow between the rows. We're going to put a big post, salt treated post on each end. We're going to put T-post every 30 foot. We're going to stretch high tensile wire between the two end posts, and put a high tensile fence ratchet tightener in, and cinch everything up nice and tight, and get these berries that are falling down, get them picked up inside the trellis. That's the plan. It won't go quite that fast, but that's the overall goal here. As you can see, this is our first experience, first time we've ever messed with blackberries at all, and I know they do need to be pruned some at some point, but the deer, I don't know if we're gonna have to build some kind of fence similar to what we do with strawberries, or what we need to do, but I've had people tell me they've never seen deer eating blackberry bushes, but they have really tried to wipe ours out, especially early on. We didn't know what they were going to amount to. You can see where the tops of them are just bit off. But anyway, if you're an expert on that, feel free to chime in. But let's get this mowed, and so we can get to work on the trellis. There's good times coming when these kind of tools come out. Alright, so this looks slightly more presentable now. Yeah, we got post and Cherry Hill Farm Edition fence post drivers. Got our farmer's masonry cord to line these posts up with.
But if you got a big post, I mean a big scale, then you could probably really. Why are you making rope?
Alright, now we're ready to go. Had to go pick up my handy dandy measuring device. We're gonna put these T-posts down through here 30 feet apart. That way it takes 20 a row. The gist of what we got going on here is just like you see in a vineyard. We're setting 7-8 inch, I think that's what they call them, 7/8 or something, post at an angle on the end so they bear the weight a little better. We're going to concrete them in, and then as we go down the line here, we got T-posts that are going to be leaning out, and we're going to stretch high tensile wire. I didn't make a video on it when I planted these, but we used, you can buy nursery fabric or whatever they call it. This stuff, it's woven. Water can come through it, but it holds the weeds back very well and it lasts a long time. I've since been told that was a bad thing because they say it will keep new canes from coming off of the roots of the berries. But you can see we got a pretty good sized hole where we planted them, so hopefully the new canes will be able to come up okay. But anyway, that's what we did. We just laid this stuff with our plastic mulch layer. Planted these things back in I think April. That's when we planted them. But they're coming right along. So are the weeds. Got behind on spraying Roundup and whatnot. But anyway, this is the gist of how we're going to do this trellising. So we're pulling strings lengthways of the field, and this ground cover has lines on it. That's how we're lining the bottom of the post up. We're lining the top of the post up using these strings so that we get all the T-posts leaned out at the same distance. And I like for things to line up across the field as well. A little hot tip for you: if you're ever doing something like this and you just need a quick but relatively accurate way to find your point on the ground, you can use a T-post. Just hold it up. Now we're not talking, this ain't gonna get you within 1/8 of an inch, but when you're needing to be within 3 inches, this will be plenty good enough. Just dangle your T-post from your hand. I'm sure I'm gonna get questions about it. These are a thornless hybrid blackberry. You can see there's no, they've had the thorns completely bred out of them. So they should be a pleasure to pick. And these are the blackberry varieties that get like 50-cent piece. They're nearly as big as strawberries. The Navajo are notorious for getting a little bit too big. They say that there's so few of them that fit in a pint that customers are not crazy about the Navajo variety because they seem to be so expensive per berry. But the Ouachita for our area seems to be the best variety. All the research we've done. Well, it got dark on us the other night when we was trying to get this blackberry project done, and we didn't quite have everything we needed. We had to go to town and get some concrete and some high tensile wire, and I had to borrow a crimping tool to crimp the high tensile wire together, because it's a little different. If you're not familiar with it, it doesn't really bend, it breaks. So you have to crimp it, you can't twist it or anything. And so anyway, we've got everything we need now, and we are ready to get this project finished up. I'm not a super patient person, so my favorite way to put post in, I'm usually in a hurry when I'm setting post. So wet pour and putting braces on it, mixing your concrete up wet, put braces on the post. That don't really play towards my impatience. So another way that is equally as effective is to put dry concrete mix in the hole and tamp it in. And that's the way I set 90% of the posts I set. The trick is you just got to add a little bit of concrete, tamp it in, put another layer, tamp it in, put another layer, tamp it in. If you pour the whole bag in at one time, the post is not going to be tight. So we're ready to start stringing wire just as soon as we get done tamping post. We don't have to wait till tomorrow for the concrete to set up. We're using this high tensile wire, and this is a little apparatus that I've got borrowed from my dad. And as you can see, this roll is like 90 pounds maybe. So this right here makes it much easier. You can just grab the end of the strand and walk with it. These are basically just a ratchet, and that's upside down. Don't really matter, but it does to me. And the way that this works is there's a tool back at the truck that I forgot to bring that you put on here. And the wire, the other side, this is fixing to feed through here and get crimped on. The other side will go through there, and we'll tighten her down. Just like so, that will not come apart. Another thing, these crimps have got, I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, these crimps have got like a sand on the inside of them. They're called gritted crimps. Helps keep the wire from pulling out. And we'll have to come back as we get this attached to the T-post. We'll have to come back and cinch this up again, get the slack out of it. But the T-post clamps that we're using, the wire will just slide freely through it. So this will always be adjustable. If anything, if the posts ever start moving on us or whatever, we can always come back and add more tension to our wires on a trellis. Going through and attaching these wires to our T-post with these little T-post clips. We went 2 foot from the landscape fabric and then a foot between the wires. So this next wire will go right here at the top. This is the one finished trellis. There's a lot more work in these than I anticipated, but that's usually the way things go. We just got to come through now and get all of our blackberry canes flipped up inside the trellis and get them pruned off about yay high. And we may have to come through with some clips or something of that sort and clip them to the trellis. I'm not sure yet, but A lot of work, pretty expensive system, but I think it's gonna work out pretty good. Hopefully we'll have a pretty decent crop. Anybody wants to leave me some comments on what I'm doing wrong, feel free, because if you know anything about blackberry production, you probably know more than I do. But anyway, I appreciate you watching, and stay tuned. Hit that like button, subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.